class, it's Mrs. Pemberton. We're going to go ahead and give you some homework help with page 203 and 204. Make sure you look at the example before we start. And the example shows that angle A is congruent to angle R. So what does it mean to say that two angles are congruent? So what you're going to explain here as you look at angle A and angle R, they're congruent. So what you would say is that they are the same. You could also say that the angles are equal to each other, and you would say they have the same measure, okay, or they correspond to each other. Suppose you reflect polygon ABCD across the y-axis. So picture this flipping over the y-axis. Would the image be congruent to ABCD? And we would say that yes, they would be congruent. When you reflect an image, everything about it is the same. So all the angles, I'm just going to abbreviate here, all the angles are the same. There's your symbol for angles. And all the sides are the same, or equal. Next, in the example, the length of side BC on the polygon is 6 units. And without measuring or counting, we know that ST, or side ST, is also 6 units. And we know that because BC and side ST correspond to each other, or they're congruent, you could say. Okay. I'm going to move to the next page here. So on the next page, number 4, we are matching up some corresponding parts. So here's triangle PQR, and it's rotated, so we're turning it clockwise, okay, about the origin. So here's our turning point. And the diagram shows the triangle and its image, triangle XYZ, complete the congruent statement. So remember, this is the congruent symbol, okay, with the funky hairdo on top. And then we're going to say side PQ is going to match side XY. So if you picture these rotating, or you could use your sheet protector. So here's PQ, and it's rotating over here to XY. And then QR is going to match with YZ. RP is going to match with ZX. And now we're going to match some angles. So angle P, if we rotate it, it matches with angle X. Angle Q is going to match with angle Y. And angle R is going to match with angle Z. Okay. Next, we're going to sketch the image of triangle FGH after a translation 2 units down and 5 units left, and we'll label the vertices KLM, and then we'll match the corresponding parts. So if I go 5 units left, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 units down, okay, so that would mean H, the new H is going to be right here, and notice, see how it goes in that order, F, G, H, so K, L, M would also match those. So this is actually going to be M, because M is last and H is last. And then I'm going to do the same thing here, so I'll move my G over there. So G now matches with, G is the middle one, so it's going to be L. And then F, 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, wait, is 5, yep, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down 1, 2, so F is going to match with K, and then we connect it. So your image should look like that, and then you can start matching up the points. So side GH, right here, is going to match LM, and you want to go in that same order as you're listing them, okay? And then MK is going to match HF, and you'll want to go in that same order. And then match up your angles. So we would say angle F and angle K correspond, or they're congruent to each other, and H and M also match. Number 6 was your bonus. So polygon B is reflected to A across the x-axis. Polygon C is is a rotation of polygon B around the origin, so rotating here, okay? So is polygon C congruent to polygon A? We would say yes. Okay. based on that this is the reflection, that means that's congruent, A and B. And then if it's a rotation, those are also congruent. So that would mean that C and A also match each other based on that sequence of rotations and reflections. Okay, hopefully this is helpful, guys. Thanks.